Hi everybody, it's Kelly Cameron here. You're catching me at the end of the day. I was just sitting outside having a bonfire with my kids. We're celebrating my oldest son is graduating next week, and he just finished his last exam, and he found out that he got 100% on his biology exam. And my other daughter has already finished school. She's also in high school, and she's done. She'll be going to a new school in the fall, so we're very excited for her and all that. So yeah, I've just been sitting outside. You can probably hear the traffic in the background and hopefully some of the birds and stuff, and hopefully you can hear my voice. I wanted to do a quick video because in the series that I've been talking about the pain that I have been avoiding and looking into the physical pain, but also to doing the inner work to discover what the emotional pain is and what's behind it and things like that. And one thing that I discovered this week, a few days ago, was how embarrassed I've been. And I was really surprised that I had these feelings of deep embarrassment and deep shame, that I had been in pain for such a long time and I've been trying to hide it. And, years ago, like going through a divorce and then being a single mom, just trying to do everything. And I realized, as I'm just trying to discover what this pain is and what I need to do about it physically, that I was really embarrassed, that I needed help. And that shocked me. That surprised me, that I was embarrassed that I would need help, that I felt ashamed that deep down I hadn't been able to fix this problem on my own. And I wanted to share that with everybody because I think that's an emotion that, that shame sometimes that we carry for different things, that we need help with something, or that we can't do something on our own. And I, try to discover where that comes from. I know as a teenager, I've always been a very independent person. I've wanted to do things on my own, by myself. And I think sometimes we have in our society this false idea of what independence is, that we think and that we instill in our kids or just in people, that independence means that we have to do everything alone. And it's not true, because we do need love, we do need support, we need help sometimes to get through things, and we need to try to find the right kind of support for us so that we can be healthy and happy, physically and emotionally. And so I know with my kids, like I've had one child, on a slightly different topic, who's moved out, so of course as a mom I have a lot of emotions come up about that. She was my firstborn. And you know, when I think about it, she at first thought that, well, now that she's moving out, and she's, or when, before actually we talked about this, before she moved out, we talked about this, and she was getting a little scared, because like, well, I can't do everything by myself. Like, how am I supposed to do everything by myself? And I looked at her and I said, you don't have to do everything by yourself. Yes, there are things that you need to learn how to do, that it's important to do things for yourself and to learn how to do them. But if you don't know how to do something, it's okay to ask for support. It's okay to ask for help to learn how to do something so that you can feel comfortable to do something later on by yourself. And I think that's really important for people to realize, that there's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in asking for support, that it doesn't mean that we're less independent if we ask for help. I mean, of course, we don't want to create codependency with people, but there's no shame in admitting that, hey, maybe I need a little help here, and what can I do about it? And as I explore all these different avenues for myself, for my own healing, physically, emotionally, that, and I discover that for myself, to realize that there is no shame in that. And I shared that in a group workshop the other day, and I cried, because I felt really vulnerable, even saying it out loud, that I had felt embarrassed, that I needed help for something, that I couldn't fix it by myself. And I think if I can leave anybody with a message, it's going to be a very, I guess it'll be a short video today, but just that there isn't any shame in asking for help. It doesn't make you less of a person. It doesn't make you less of anything for admitting that you need some help and for seeking out the avenues that are going to help you. And if you find that one is not working for you, find something else. But don't give up on yourself. Now I'm going to get choked up, because don't give up on yourself. Because really, this is about you and your personal freedom, and what is going to make that happen for you is to be free of all of the emotional attachments that you might have, and all of these emotions that bring you down into a lower vibration. You want to lift yourself up. So examining those feelings and really digging down deep and seeing what emotions that you might be carrying that are holding you back from doing certain things. Discover what those are, because this is about your personal freedom and how to get that, and that sometimes you're going to need support and you're going to need help in order to do that, because we need to connect. We need to connect with ourselves, and the more we connect with ourselves and any emotion, and we don't want to become that emotion, because becoming that emotion can bring us down, but we want to experience it in order to let go of it. And so I had to have a really good cry about how embarrassed I felt about the physical condition that I was in, and that I needed help to do something about it. And I'm working on that, and I'm also working on letting go of that feeling of shame that I needed help. And I hope that everybody can do that. That is important for my personal freedom, to explore those emotions fully without becoming them and letting them pull me down, but in order for me to experience them and then to let them go, because that is not who I am. I do not have to feel shameful. I do not have to be embarrassed. I need to love myself, and loving myself means I need to advocate for myself, and I need to find those things that are going to help me out to be physically and emotionally well. So I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that you've enjoyed my lovely scenery. I'll try to give you a little bit more. Yeah, all my kids went inside. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be back again with another video soon. Bye.